Yesterday while toy hunting, I decided to pick up my first Figma action figure, and I got it at this place called Pop Cult. Their prices are a little bit overpriced, but I think I got him for a decent price. This isn't the deluxe edition, this is just the normal one, but I'm super hyped because this is my first Figma action figure. If you're wondering where Inosuke is, I actually have him outside the box, but let's just take a quick look at the box. Got Inosuke over here holding his sword, and this is him without his mask on. Got some poses on the back and a bunch of information. He also comes with a good bit of stuff, as you can see. Got Inosuke with his mask on and his two swords, and overall the box is pretty simple, nothing too crazy. Nice box though, definitely gives it a nice feel. Now, I already opened this and I've had him for about a day. It's not a figure you could play rough with. You're going to be actually pretty gentle with him, otherwise he'll break. Basic inside of the box comes with his two sword holders, and of course his two swords, which I am actually really impressed with the detail. Like, holy crap, when I took these out, the detail's insane. And I like this so much, you could take this part off, so you could just slide it right on the hands. Now, what's nice of Figma is that they give you a bag to put all your accessories in, which is really nice. And let's take a look at the accessories real quick. So it comes with this stand, which is really easy to put together, which is just nice for the figure. It says Figma right there, just basically your basic Figma stands. Pretty nice that it comes with that. I don't have all the hands because right now they're on some of the figures, but they do come with a lot of gripping hands. Got your fist hands over here, and these are the hands that you put the sword in. And it even came with two thumbs up hands, which is pretty cool because Inosuke kind of does that pose. And it's really nice of them to include this just in case you break one of the arm pegs when, I don't know, putting in the hand. They give you another one just in case you break it. So that's all the accessories he comes with. Now time to take a look at the actual figure. Right now I have him in a nice cool pose. He's holding his mask right here. He has an open hand and he's kind of like waving and smiling. Let's take this mask off and take a closer look at the mask. Right over here, you can see his mask is very well detailed. Since I didn't get the deluxe version, you can see this pops off right here. And they have another version where the nose is actually steaming because when Inosuke gets mad, steam comes out his nose, which is pretty cool. Also, you could kind of move this little bit around, so I don't know, you could get a little bit of a different angle on it and stuff. But overall, the mask is really well, made, and there's no paint mistakes or anything. Taking a closer look at the actual figure, you can see that you could actually move his clothes a lot, and I'd say this is very well articulated. You just gotta be careful because the joints aren't very strong. The only thing I don't like about his articulation is that over here there's like a little gap, but if you position it right, you don't see it. This gap does mean you get like a lot of articulation though in the waist, so the detail on him is pretty good. They did a great job with this face sculpt. I think it's actually exactly like the anime. And the cool thing is, if we pop this right off, is that if you bought the deluxe version, which gives you basically more accessories and some effect pieces, pop this off right here, and you can see that they made other faces that you could attach then onto here, and then you pop the hair back on, and boom, it works perfectly. This is the two faces. Got basically the one without the mask on and then the mask. Alright, let's go into articulation. I'd say his arm articulation, as you can see, is kind of weak up here, so be very careful. That's the only downside I don't like about it. Everything else is pretty good. I really love his leg articulation and the look on his legs as well, because his legs look just aesthetically pleasing and exactly like the anime. They have some nice shading down here. Gotta say, they did a really great job with the look of it. It looks like he just popped out the anime, so can't really be complaining about that. The only thing I'd say is be careful when you're moving the arm joints and a little bit of the feet joints, because the feet joints are very stiff for me. But you do get a nice good foot gap right there, or whatever you want to call it, foot joint. And honestly, a little bit of a pivot too, which is good. Definitely plan on getting some more Figma action figures in the future. Let me know in the comment section down below some that are actually good that I should consider buying, because I'm pretty new to Figma. I collect SH Figuarts actually, matter of fact. Let's compare them to SH Figuart for fun. Over here we have Son Goku Full Power Super Saiyan. Let's take this bad boy out of the box. I love SH Figuart. They do a great job with their figures, so let's compare two good figure brands and see. As you can see, Inosuke is a lot shorter than him, but I'd say the paint and detail is really good on Inosuke. And same with Super Saiyan Goku. The articulation on Goku is really good though, you get a lot of movement here. I've seen people that have gotten the Demon Slayer action figures for Figma, and their heights actually match pretty good. I'll put a picture on screen for you guys, but I don't have any other Figma, so I can't really compare it to much. If you're wondering where I bought it, I bought this at this place, Pop Cult, that's at my local mall. I put all the locations on screen right now if you want to go check Pop Cult out. Now I want to try putting some his swords in his hands. By the way, if you're wondering, the swords, when you attach them, there's a little hole right here that you could just pop them in. I found it a little difficult, and you have to be gentle because you don't want to break anything. Figma is pretty, I don't want to say fragile, they're not the strongest made. You just kind of twist it in right there, and then it pops in, and you can have him holding his sword like that. pretty cool. Honestly, the only thing I don't like is kind of the look on the shoulders, but everything is amazing with this figure. You get a lot of articulation in the cloth right here. Alright, now let's add the swords like he's holding the sword. You can see that this piece actually pops right off, if I could get it off. Pops right off, right? But basically, that when that piece pops off, you could easily put it right in, and then you could later then add this piece back on, so you get that nice look, if you want to say that. And there you go, boom, he's holding his sword. I think the swords are a really good size for him. Articulation is great overall. I'd rate this figure a 9 out of 10. Some things I don't like is kind of how fragile it is, and also some of his joints are, I feel, a little weak. But just don't be too hard when playing with him, and you should be fine.